Okay, I'm back. I feel like somebody's watching me over there. I seen this person out there, and I heard these loud pops. So I kind of maneuvered myself so I could kind of look. I was thinking maybe they're just chopping wood. Because that's what people do out here. Early in the morning is they chop wood. And anyway, I don't know what he's doing, but I know he's outside and he keeps hiding. So, I'm being weird too by watching him. But it's just because, I heard noise. Otherwise, I wouldn't even notice him. But I heard noise like yelling or something. So I'm kind of scared to walk off. Oh, I'm all nervous. Like, I ain't worried about no spirits and no whatever. It's people. You never know who's been on an all-nighter and what kind of mood they're in. And like everything's kind of so camouflaged. You don't know who may just walk up out of nowhere. That's why I'm constantly looking around. That's how we saw a few coyotes out here, because they just blended in. Thank goodness we weren't going that way when I seen them, but they were close enough. It's chilly, y'all, for real. Whew. Come on, let's go back this way. Come on. I'm cold. I want to go home and go back to sleep. My son's got to go get his hair cut. I don't know what you want, but like, isn't that enough for you? Let's go. Get in the car. Come on, let's go. She wouldn't get in the car earlier. Let's see if she does now. Come on. Thank goodness. Normally we would just sit out here, but it's freaking cold. Whew. Weren't you cold? She's like, oh, shut up, but where's the McDonald's? She's all smelling my arm like pissed. Her ears are all back and she's all sniffing my arm all firmly. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you, you do not eat real food. In spite of whoever may give you this and that, here and there. Oh, she's pissed. Yeah, so anyway, you just never know about people. I'm even in the car and just looking around. I wish I brought a bigger jacket. I want to be out here and just sit here and chill. But that dude was spooking me out. 'Cause, 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 my boyfriend wanted me to do some vlogging or whatever on like res life, and like because I've told him a lot of things that have happened out here, a lot of things about, you know, people's ways and whatnot. And anyway, he kept trying to get me to document that, but that, you know, makes me feel weird because, you know, no, I just don't feel right doing that. But it would be so interesting, y'all, if they could make like a reality show. But no. But y'all would be glued to the TV if they ever did. It just wouldn't be right for the culture. But I'm telling you, it's just like any other culture, you know. People are people, no matter what, you know, nationality. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, crazy stuff out here. My cousin / Uncle Sammy lived this way, back this way, past, just right over there. And he lived in his trailer had already burned, but on one portion of it, you know, he still had like a bed and stuff. It really wasn't all that healthy to be in there, but, you know, he made it work. You had to walk in and it was just a big hole. So, oh no, that wasn't until the kitchen. You walk in and it was still a living room. So anyway, you could walk into his bedroom, whatever. But before he made that bedroom in that trailer, that burned out trailer, he used to live outside. So people build what they call a vato, which is, you know, made out of tamarack tree twigs. I don't know. I'll have to show it to you one time. But anyway, it's kind of like, how do you call it? Like a covering. Basically like a tent almost, but, you know, made out of wood. So anyway, so he had one of those that he made, and he made a big one where he could put a bed out there. You know, he had his dresser, basically everything, his dishes. It was like he lived outside under this vato, this thing that he built. He even had a shower out there, like it was all built into it, you know, like we all pretty much kind of lived there on and off, because, you know, we would kick it over there for a few days and sleep there. Like, it's crazy. I even slept on the steps to the burned out trailer one time because there was a piece of carpet there, and it was hot inside his little vato area, and I think somebody else was in there, or maybe his girlfriend or something. So I slept outside on the stairs, and like there was carpet. I was covering, but like it was just tripped out. So like we would dig a hole in the ground and cook, like put bricks, and like, you know, you could always find like a wire rack somewhere, just wash it off, put it on there. And so one time we did that, and we just started cooking. They were like, oh, go get your, you know, Auntie Martina, which she lived in the city, so, but they wanted her so that she could make tortillas. But we got her, she came, she was down for it. And yeah, so they made meat, they made chuma, and it was a whole bunch of us, like a bunch of my cousins, and, you know, their friends, and it was just a fun night. And we had like a big circle going inside his vato because, you know, it was warm in there. But there was also people standing outside. But inside the circle, it was this like bench, and me and my cousin Chea were sitting on it. Chea's right over here. Her headstone. My cousin. I had so many fun times with my big cousin Chea. Now, she was big, you know. Chea's Like, I don't know, sometimes people are just big. Like, you can look at them when they're kids, you know, or they may be very obese when they're like babies. Looking at all her younger pictures, that's what it looked like she was. Like, she was always obese. So she was, you know, a huge 2-year-old, a huge 4-year-old, just basically all her life. So she was really, really big. And so anyway, me and her were sitting next to each other on the on this bench. And so later on throughout the night, my aunt was telling me that, you know, all the food went pretty fast. The meat, it wasn't really like a whole lot of food. It was the meat, because all we had was meat and chumeth. That's what you can make outside. So that was what we made outside. But anyway, all the meat, you know, was eaten up pretty quick. And so, you know, we talked about that. That was it. So the next day, we're back out there, and we're like cleaning up, you know, picking up and whatever. And we looked behind the bench where me and my cousin Chea were sitting, and it was like a graveyard. It was just bones back there because she ate all the meat. I'm not saying she ate all the meat, but she ate some meat. She left all her bones, and we were just laughing, like, seriously, bone after bone. But that was a fun night. That same night, we went to, I had a car. My cousin Willie was with some people. They were in a car, and they were all there. We were all there at the trailer that night, and for some reason they left, and then we left because we were just going to go run to the corner store. And so we went to the store and we come back, but we take this little back road, which is right over there. It's this little dirt road, so basically it just keeps you off the main road. So we go down this little dirt road, and we pull right up on my cousin Willie and whoever she was with. And it was somebody that I know. I'm going to have to ask her who she was with that night, because I can't remember. But I know it was somebody that I knew. I want to say it was my cousin Jessica. The one who lost the baby. The one whose baby is right there. But anyway, so we pulled up on them, and they're like, their car is like in park, but their lights are on. Now, this is a dark dirt road. You know, there's no lights out here, so it's completely pitch black, but they got their headlights on. There's another car ahead of them, and then they're all out of the car. Like my cousins are out of the car, so we automatically stop, and I'm in the car with my cousin Jeff. And we pull over and stop, and the whole time he's saying, no, just keep going, don't stop. And he didn't want to be bothered with whatever was going on. I just wanted to see, like, I was thinking maybe they were having car problems or something. I didn't really think anything was going on, but something was going on. So I guess the car ahead was a guy, a girl. I don't know. I know it was a guy and a girl in the car. The ones that were parked up ahead of them. And then my cousins, they were with a guy. And I guess that guy belonged to somebody. And that first car it was something like that. It was somebody was messing with somebody's man. So it was like, I forgot who it was, but like, anyway, it was just a mess. So everybody was like all upset. People were threatening each other. It was about to be a fight to break out. So anyway, the car ahead of them was, some guy was in the car, and he went to go get his gun, or either he pulled his gun out. And so me and my cousin Jeff, we just got back in the car, and he left. And that's why he kept saying, I kept telling you not to stop. But yeah, it was so messy. It was somebody that I know, though. I can't even remember who it was. That all happened the same night, too. It would have been a trip if I had videotaped more of that. I mean, you know, way back then, like 15 years ago. but people move on. My cousin Willie, she lives way out in another district, which is kind of way at the end of those mountains, kind of on the other side at the very, very end, which is a pretty good ways. My cousin Chea, again, she's right there. She's the one that made the bone graveyard. She's right over there. My cousin / Uncle Sammy that lived in the trailer, he's right over there too. Not that far away from Chea, that was his niece. Ironically, he moved into that burned trailer, which belonged to my aunt, which is buried right there. My Aunt Linda, she lived there. She didn't live there and it burned on her. She had cancer and she passed away, in her home. She was at home, through her last days. But her brother is my Uncle Sammy. He passed on, but he was burned in that trailer. And some people say that they know who did it. And, I don't really know what was the outcome of all the court stuff, but I'm assuming they found somebody. I kind of really didn't keep up with it, but it's been so long since I've asked or talked to anybody about it. But yeah, he burned up in there. And he was partying the night before or the night that it happened. He was partying. I guess he had just got a bunch of money and was out partying like he does. And so the talk is that he was, really drunk that night whenever people dropped him off. And he went into his burned out trailer to the bedroom that he had made up and was asleep in there, and it burned. But there was no electricity. There was only running water, but there was no electricity, no nothing like that for a fire to start. He didn't smoke or anything. I don't know if he had any candles, but I really doubt it, because it was always just dark. We always just used a flashlight or something. One time we went over there in the middle of the night, and because I had stuff stored in there, and I went in the middle of the night because there's never anybody around, and I go in with my phone flashlight or something. It was years and years ago. Walked in, made it in. We heard something in the bedroom, so I'm all announcing myself. And I go knock on the door, get ready to open it, and somebody pushed it closed. Freaked me out because it was pitch dark in there, and I don't know, it was just something about it that gave me an eerie feeling, and we just left. So I don't know, it could have been the wind, how the wind sucks it in or out. So, it could have been the wind that just gave it that abrupt close. Who knows? But it tripped me out. But anyway, I want to say, did he burn in it? I don't even remember. Man, my memory's so bad. I don't even remember if it was closed casket. I don't remember none of that. But anyway, he passed away. My Aunt Martina, she still lives in Phoenix. Can't even remember. My cousin Jessica, she lives in some housing back over this way, not too far from here. Man, I want to get out there. I wish I had some gloves or something. Seriously, y'all, it is my hands are numb. They kind of feel like they're thawing out. That's how they feel right now. That's how cold it was to me. So I don't know if I'm being a wimp or what, but that's what's going on over here. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go. I guess I'm going to make my way home. Sorry, everybody can do what they got to do. And I feel like I need to get the baby something warm to wear. She has a nice little outfit, jacket, but she needs something with a hat. This wind is kind of picking up. But when I get to Phoenix, it could be warmer. This is the res, everything's just kind of open terrain, so it's a lot cooler. But anywho, guess I'll go. I want to be you. I want to take a nap before I head on this road. Anyway, peace out, y'all.